Let's talk about Darren in Lamont, which is also Cook County. Darren says, my attorney is threatening to withdraw because I can't pay his bills. What are my options going forward?
Well, let's just first talk about this. It's very important. Okay,
Yes.
there's no involuntary servitude unless somebody's agreed to represent somebody for nothing or has agreed to do that. I mean, lawyers generally are out there. They're providing a service to get paid, and so his options are to pay your attorney.
He can't pay the attorney.
Make some kind of deal with him in terms of payment options, and if he can't do that, then obviously if he can't afford to pay this one, he can't afford to retain another one, then his only option is probably going to be to represent himself.
Well, he hasn't paid this one in a while, so he does have the ability to hire another attorney, but he doesn't want to get in the same situation where the bill starts to run up and he can't pay again.
Well, unfortunately, that's going to happen in any type of litigation. Things happen. There's no control over it. It depends on what the other party is going to do.
Yeah,
what
he wants a
motions
pro
they're gonna
bono
bring.
lawyer, he said.
Well, then I would suggest that he call either legal aid or he call the Bar Association. There are pro bono attorneys out there. However,
He did call legal aid.
and they didn't give him, right,
Correct.
because he didn't meet the threshold because he makes over $50,000 a year.
Around that.
Right. And so while that is not really all that much when you kind of look at it, it's certainly above the poverty level. And so unfortunately, he's going to either have to represent himself or, which is something I never really recommend that anybody do because they just don't know what the law is. And especially if the other party has an attorney, there's gonna be some issues.
Okay, so don't represent yourself.
There's the,
Can't pay that attorney.
Right. Well, it sounds like he can pay him because he saved up some money.
He
just
can't
doesn't.
pay that attorney.
That
Maybe
attorney.
that attorney's a little excessive, so he needs to get somebody he can afford. He needs to investigate
He
that.
needs to get somebody he can afford. And also, probably what's going to happen is this attorney is most likely going to file a fee petition, and there's going to be a judgment collecting 9% interest against him.
That's
at some point.
his fear, that the outstanding fees he's going to have to pay. So
So
can he work a payment plan with the attorney?
he can work a payment plan with the attorney. I don't know what the specifics are. He can, probably do something. I don't know if there's any property there. There are a lot of things. But here's the thing: you don't know unless you ask. Communication in everything is the key.
Yeah, it's about a $14,000 debt.
Well, he needs to ask. What stage is it in? Are they close to concluding it? Is it set for trial?
Pre-trial.
So
So he's going to need a trial attorney if they can't
if
resolve it.
if they can't resolve it. So what are you hearing, Dave? What is the best thing to do here? Resolve it.
Resolve it, absolutely.